Maging akin ka lamang.
Isang akda mula sa panulat ni Miss Honey Hearts.
Ang 32 kabanata.
Natapos kaming kumain. Pinili kong mapag-isa sa may veranda dahil wala naman yatang gustong pumansin sa akin at may kanya-kanya naman silang pinagkakaabalahan. Ang mga elders ay busy pa rin sa usaping business. Ang Kuya Xander at Sasha busy sa pag-aasikaso kay Brooklyn, si Chance naman busy pa rin sa pakikipagkwentuhan kay Lexine. Pinili kong mag-solo flight para mapag-isa muna. Besides, mukhang kailangan ko ring magmuni-muni dahil sa muli naming pagkikita ng taong itinaboy ko 3 years ago. I thought everything would be fine kapag nagkita ulit kami at makakapag-usap na kami. But now that he's here and he's not alone, hindi ako makahanap ng tiyempo para makausap siya ng mag-isa at masinsinan. Parang pakiramdam ko, mas bumigat pa nga lalo ang loob ko sa muli naming pagkikitang ito.
Ganito lang yan. Panoorin mo akong mag-shoot, ha?
Napatingin ako sa may-ari ng boses at nakita sina Chance at Brooklyn sa may mini basketball court ng front yard. Naglalaro ng basketball ang dalawa. Lumapit ako sa may balustrades ng veranda at pinanood sila. Isang dribble ni Chance sa bola at takbo papunta sa ring ay na-shoot ang bola. Hindi ko maiwasang mamangha sa galing niya. I never thought he's also good at playing basketball. Hindi ko naman kasi siya nakitang naglaro nito noon, kaya hindi ko akalaing magaling pala siya.
Wow, Tito Chance?
Ani Brooklyn na namamangha at natutuwa.
Magaling ba? Magaling si Tito Chance, Brooke?
Nakangiting ani Chance. Tumango-tango ang bata.
Gusto mo rin ba ng ganon?
Yes, I also want to shoot the ball just like what you did.
Marahang tumawa si Chance at tinuruan si Brooke kung paano iyon. Hindi ko maiwasang mapangiti habang pinanunood silang dalawa. Siguro kung ibang tao lang ako, aakalain kong mag-ama ang dalawang ito. Sobrang bagay kasi ng team up as father and son kung titingnan eh. It looks like the father is guiding his son towards sportsmanship at nakakatuwa talaga silang panoorin.
Ito naman, panoorin mo naman akong mag 3-point shot.
Pumwestong maigi si Chance sa may tres para gawin ng shot, pero napawi ang ngiti ko nang biglang lumabas ng pinto si Lexine at agarang hinubad ang suot na heels. At mukhang hindi man lamang napansin ang presensya ko dito sa veranda nang nagtuloy-tuloy itong tumakbo patungo sa dalawang lalaki sa mini court. Tumakbo siya papunta roon tapos ay walang pasubaling inagaw mula kay Chance ang bola at siya mismo ang gumawa ng tres. And amazingly, yes, she made it. She did the 3-point shot perfectly.
Haha, wow!
Natatawang binalingan ito ni Chance.
How did you do it, Ate? Amazing! Ang galing-galing niyo po.
Si Brooklyn natuwang-tuwa at mas lalong nadagdagan ang pagkamangha sa babae. Ako rin ay namangha. She's on her exposed feet and still wearing that yellow dress. She looked even more amazing and sexy sa pagsali niya sa dalawa sa basketball at sa galing niya sa ginawang tres. Hindi ko maiwasang mahanga na sa paghangang ito ay makaramdam bigla ako ng insecurity. Yes, insecurity dahil kayang-kaya at mukhang effortless niyang nagagawa ng mabuti ang basketball na madalas ay mga lalaki ang nakakagawa. Instead of feeling a major turn-off, naging major turn-on pa nga ang ginawa niyang pagpapakitang gilas sa basketball like it's one of her many of talents and traits. She's very beautiful, amazing, and very sexy with that coolest gesture. I have never been insecure my life. Ngayon lamang at sa babaeng ito na total package kung titingnan. Beauty, kindness, talent. Almost close to perfection. Nakakainggit na kaya niyang gawin ang bagay na hindi kayang gawin ng ibang mga babae, tulad ko. I can never play a basketball like that and can never even shoot a ball to the ring. Ang kaninang mukhang mag-amang imahe ni na Chance at Brooke habang naglalaro, ngayon sa presensya ni Lexine ay nadagdagan na ng ina. In short, they looked like a suitable and cute family. Baby Brooke, Daddy Chance, and Mommy Lexine. Hindi ko maintindihan ang mumunting kirot na biglang pumisil sa dibdib ko dahil sa aking mga naisip at nakikita ngayon.
They're very cute, aren't they?
Napatingin ako sa nagsalita sa tabi ko. Nabigla ako dahil hindi ko man lang namalayang nakasunod na pala ang mommy ni Chance dito sa veranda. Tita, I thought she's still busy chit-chatting with the elders inside. Nanatili ang tingin niya sa tatlong masayang naglalaro at nagtatawanan habang maghiliw ang kanyang ngiti.
They are picturing out an exact image of what a happy family looks like.
Pinanood ko na lang din ulit ang tatlo. She nailed it. Tama siya. Para nga silang larawan ng buo at masayang pamilya.
Alam mo, Iha, ngayon ko napagtanto ang maling nagawa namin ng daddy ni Chance when we forced to marry off the two of you 3 years ago.
She sounded so formal now. Kinabahan ako at hindi ko alam kung bakit. Feels like she's implying that they made the very wrong choice when they decided to force I and Chance marrying 3 years ago. She sounds softly and lightly, and I cannot even sense any bitterness or anger on her tone while she's talking these things to me. But I don't know why I feel tensed and offended right now. Offended maybe because she's telling that it was very wrong when her son married me. Tama naman siya, dahil wala naman akong ibang ginawa kundi saktan si Chance at itulak palayo noon. Kaya hindi ko rin alam kung anong problema ko ngayon na nasasaktan ako sa katotohanang hindi ako naging mabuting asawa noon.
Please don't get me wrong, Iha. I have nothing against you dahil kung tutuusin, ay biktima ka rin naman ng naging desisyon naming mga magulang ninyo. Nasaktan ka rin 3 years ago. Nasaktan kayong pareho ni Chance. It's not with you that I have anything against with. It's with our decision forcing you to this marriage.
Pagpapaliwanag ng ginang. Marahang tumango ako, nakakaintindi. Alam ko naman po iyon at naiintindihan ko po kayo, tita.
This is why I really want to make the annulment very soon, Iha. To finally set you free as what you deserve. As well as my son deserves it. Dapat nga noon pa natin ito ginawa at nilakad noong nagkalayo kayo at hindi talaga nag-workout ang marriage ninyo. We were still hopeful before that Chance would still come back and settle things with you so that you could still save your marriage, but we were really wrong for hoping that way. Ngayong nagkita ulit kayo at nakita kong wala talagang pag-asa, I realized that we should have done the annulment so soon. Patawarin mo sana kami, lalo na ako, Iha. Kung ilang taon kang nagdusa sa pagkakakulong sa kasalang ito sa anak ko, gayong wala naman talagang pag-ibig na namamagitan sa inyong dalawa.
I know she's sincere with her apology, and I can forgive her. Pero hindi ko maiwasang magduda sa kanyang rason kung bakit bigla-biglang gusto niyang madaliin namin ni Chance ang annulment. Is it really because she wants to give me my freedom? Or is it because she finally saw the best woman for her son? And that's definitely Lexine Gotson. Hindi ko tuloy maiwasang makaramdam ng bitterness at naiinis ako sa sarili ko for feeling this way kahit alam kong sa simula pa lang ay wala naman na talaga akong karapatang magdamdam. I've waited for this, longed for this. I was so eager with the freedom I was thinking I deserved, but what's happening to me now?
I hope na maintindihan mo ako, Iha. Matagal na sana natin itong ginawa. We have to rush the annulment now dahil noon pa lang dapat ay hindi na kayo napilitang matali ni Chance sa loveless marriage na ito. Patawarin mo kami, ako, kung hinayaan namin kayong magdusang pareho ni Chance sa marriage na ito, Iha. And it took 3 long years to finally realize that it wouldn't work out. What you and Chance have won't just work out the way we thought it would a few years back. I'm really sorry, Iha.
I cleared my throat and held my tears not to fall. Damn you, Natasha! Ginusto mo to, diba? Ginusto mo ito! I understand, tita. Don't worry po. Muli siyang tumungo para panoorin ang masaya pa ring nagbabasketball na sina Chance at Brooklyn kasama si Lexine.
Look at them. I'm so happy that finally Chance is fully recovered now. And Lexine played the biggest role of healing him, helping him, and being his companion through the years. Kaya nga ang laki ng pasasalamat ko sa batang yan kahit ngayon ko palang nakita ng personal. Ngunit alam kong siya itong naging sandalan ni Chance ng mga panahong he had no one with him at wala rin kami ng daddy niya dahil abala sa mga inaaasikaso dito sa Pinas. Lexine has been his best friend, best buddy, even had been his mother and father. Kaya nga kahit wala kami para kay Chance, hindi nagkaroon ng sama ng loob sa amin ang anak namin dahil hindi nagkulang si Lexine sa pag-aalaga sa kanya.
Hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit gustong-gustong magwawala ng mga luha ko dahil sa mga naririnig ko ngayon. Lexine has been there for Chance when I pushed him away, and while I was busy loathing him. Lexine is the perfect pair for Chance. Very opposite to me na walang ibang ginawa kundi ipagtulakan ito palayo at saktan.
Kung may gugustuhin man akong bagong babaeng papapasukin ng anak ko sa buhay niya ngayon, walang iba kundi si Lexine iyon. She's amazing and she's perfect. Hindi na namin sila pipilitin o mamadaliin kagaya ng ginawa namin sa inyo ni Chance noon dahil natuto na kami. We will just let the two make the decision for their relationship and wait for their progress.
Tumango ako at hindi na nagsalita pa, bagkus ay pinanood na lamang sa paglalaro ang tatlo sa mini court. Nakasakay na ngayon sa mga balikat ni Chance ang bata para makapag-shoot ng bola sa ring at si Lexine naman ay tawa ng tawa habang pinanunood at chini-cheer silang dalawa. Ilang sandali pa'y tinawag na ang ginang ng kanyang asawa, kaya nagpaalam na muna ito na muling papasok sa loob kaya muli akong naiwang mag-isa dito sa veranda. Napansin din sa wakas ako ni Lexine nang mapatingin ito dito sa aking gawe. She smiled and waved her hand on me. I did the same kahit pilit ang sa akin. Marahang pinalo muna niya sa braso si Chance para magpaalam saglit na iiwan ang mga ito at saka pinuntahan ako rito sa may veranda.
Hi, kanina ka pa rito?
Medyo lang.
Ganun ba? Why didn't you join us?
She continued asking lightly. Hindi na. Natutuwa naman akong panoorin kayo ng kayong tatlo lang. Besides, hindi ako naglalaro ng basketball at wala akong kakayahang gawin yung ginawa mong kahangahangang tres kanina.
Talaga? Haha, nakita mo pa yung pag-tres ko kanina?
She chuckled shyly. Tumango ako at ngumiti. Napahanga mo ako kagaya ng paghanga sa'yo ni Brooklyn at ni Chance. Damn! Ba't parang ang hirap sabihin ng huling salita?
Ano ka ba? Haha, natiyambahan lang naman yun eh.
She answered humbly. Buti na lang at mukhang hindi naman niya ako napansin. Ngumiti na lamang ako at muling pinanood ang dalawang sina Chance at Brooklyn na walang sawa pa rin sa paglalaro. Lexine did the same. Magiliw na pinanood ang dalawa, kaya naman nang muli siyang magsalita ay nagulat ako lalo pat sa topikong hindi ko aakalaing bubuksan at sisimulan niya.
It was his 4 months of staying back in France when I first met him.
Napatingin ako kay Lexine bigla. Nakangiti at naroon pa rin ang kanyang mga mata sa dalawa, lalo na kay Chance. I know what she meant kaya nga napalingon na lang ako sa kanya at hindi agad nakapagsalita. She looked at me and she smiled.
I mean si Chance.
Ganon ba? Hindi ko alam ang sasabihin ko. Now awkward bigla ako sa topic namin. She nodded and watched the two boys again as Chance do the dribble again.
Alam mo ba, in spite of knowing his condition, hindi pa rin ako nahirapang kunin ang loob niya at maging kaibigan at pagkatiwalaan niya ako.
She continues. Nagulat ako. So, she really knows about his condition from the very start? And in spite of that, they still became very good friends.
You may not know or understand kung paano ko ginawa yon. Maaring pati ibang tao hindi ganoong maiintindihan how I made it. Making it and dealing with the man who has psychological condition. And even sharing a strong friendship with him.
Tama siya. Maaring ang ibang tao ay hindi maiintindihan kung paano niya nagawa iyon, including myself.
The truth was, simple lang naman talaga eh. I never judged him for whatever he had been before. Been there for him always, and making him see he can entrust his future with someone like me, who will not leave him no matter how good or how bad things would bring to life. Simple as that.
Hindi ako makapagsalita. Hindi ako makakapa ng kung anong tamang sasabihin. I judged him, something I know she did not do and will never do to him.
In short, kalinga at pangunawa. Yun yung pinakamahalagang bagay na nagawang maibigay ko kay Chance para pagkatiwalaan niya ako sa loob ng 3 taon at hanggang ngayon ay napakalapit pa rin namin sa isa't isa. Alam mo kasi, hindi ko rin itinuring na espesyal yan eh, lalo namang hindi kakaiba. I just treated him and talked to him normally the way I usually talk with people who do not have condition like his.
Now, I really knew it. Why Chance made it with her for the past few years? She's matured and she has an enough open mind to make it on dealing with him. No wonder why everybody sees her as an amazing woman, because she really is. She's simply perfect.
Chance deserves better than that. He deserves to be treated normally, not to make him feel rejected and judged just because of the illness he has.
itutuloy. Abangan ang susunod na kabanata.
From the first moment our eyes met, a spark ignited, a love we'll never forget. Through the highs and the lows, we stand strong, hand in hand, where we belong. Whispers of forever in the night, promises of holding each other tight. In your arms I found my way, with you I'll stay. My love forever, always true. In every heartbeat it's me and you. Through every storm, through every weather, we'll face it all together. My love forever, endless and pure. In your embrace I find my cure. With every breath, with every letter, I love you more. My love forever. With every sunrise you're my dawn, a light so bright guiding me on. In your eyes I see our dreams unfold, a story of love forever told. Whispers of forever in the night, promises of holding each other tight. In your arms I found my way, with you I'll stay. My love forever, always true. In every heartbeat it's me and you. Through every storm,